Hello you fantastic people and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In this one, the Skullmasher got buffed and this thing is insane. So we're going to be covering in this video. Last night, apparently Borderlands was done with hotfixes and then they dropped the biggest hotfix that probably has ever come out in quite a long time at least. There was a ton of new weapon buffs, there's a ton of grenade buffs, all this good stuff for the game. All on a hotfix, which is awesome, including the Skullmasher. For some reason, they thought it was lacking in damage. I made a sniper build in the last week or so. It wasn't, but I mean, I ain't gonna complain when they buff it by about 50% extra damage. Is ridiculous. And if you guys have used the Skullmasher before, you'll know the only thing really wrong with it, other than the usual sniper thing being mag size, is that it has an incredibly high recoil, which is kind of hard to control, particularly when you're going for small crit hit spots on particular enemies. Yeah, they reduced the heck out of that as well. So it's kind of, at least my favorite sniper rifle in the game. It's definitely very much in competition for the best sniper rifle in the game right now, and it's a ton of fun. I'll show you guys some gameplay of it on screen so you guys can check it out. This thing was a ton of fun. I ran it through a ton of different bosses today, pretty much everyone in the game, if I'm gonna be honest. Plus I ran it through the melee one takedown a few times to check out its mobbing situations, as well as of course against Wotan, which it kind of slaps as well, which is a ton of fun. If you guys want to check out the build for this one, by the way, there's no different variation from my sniper build that I posted a week ago. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll link it at the end of this video or it'll be in the description, or just check it out on the channel. It is a very squishy build. I'm using a URAD Skullmasher, but this thing is kind of ridiculous. It really already was. I'm kind of lost as to why they decided to buff it, but I'm really not against it. It's a ton of fun now, particularly against bosses. Of course, the mobbing potential is pretty much exactly the same because it was already so overkill. If you hit the enemy, particularly if you hit them in their crit spot, they were going to die with one hit anyways, and now it's just, I don't know, you can chain more overkill damage. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. Of course, if you guys want to pick up this sniper rifle, it is a DLC 2 weapon sniper only. It does have a dedicated drop now. It didn't originally have one when the game came out, or when the DLC came out, but now drops from Eistar. I think it's Eistar the Invincible. That guy, the Slash guy, we love him. And he has two dedicated drops, one being the Skullmasher. Drops pretty irregularly. There's a few different variations. Essentially, the lower the mag size, the higher the damage. There's a crazy high fire rate pretty much every single time, which is kind of amazing. Sometimes you actually have to slow down the fire rate just so you can actually kill the bosses in one mag. For example, I took on the Psycho Reaver, the final DLC 4 boss today, and I'm pretty sure I got the second half in one clip. You do have to slow it down so you get some bullets back in the mag from Leave No Trace, but you can do it in one magazine, which is kind of crazy because that guy is ridiculously strong, and now that you can take him on with just a Skullmasher and actually be one of the more efficient weapons to take him on is kind of stupid, and I love it. Now, I actually put up the build that I made a week or so ago for the Sniper Flak build, so I could check out the stats I actually had on the Skullmasher, because this one is exactly the same one that I had in the build. I haven't gone and farmed a new one. It originally had 18,000 times 5 damage, which is a ton of damage already. Of course, it has 4 bullets in the mag. Accuracy was 83% and handling was 31%. Now, it's only gone up to 88% accuracy, 36% handling, but the recoil difference is huge. Originally, you had to pull your mouse right down or pretty much hold down entirely on the analog stick for a console to keep this thing from just shooting directly up in the air. Now it's extremely easy to keep it pinpoint, particularly in Gravy's chest, or there's not many melee one dudes that you have to hit twice, but maybe if you had a trashy roller, you don't have the greatest setup for it. Maybe you have to hit the melee one dude twice. Now it is extremely easy to do that, or if somebody's getting too close up and personal, you can spam that thing. That's always a great part of the Skullmasher, is the fire rate's so quick. If you're missing shots or things are up in your face, you just spam it at them, and now the recoil is gone, so it's making that a whole lot easier to do now. And like I said, the damage was just over 18,000 times 5, which again, already a ton of damage. Now has 27,600 times 5 damage. It's about a 50% increase roundabouts. That's kind of disgusting. It's now extremely easy to take down Grave Wards less than a clip now, even with a 4-round magazine. Same with Genevieve. Wotan was absolutely no problem today. I also took it to Traunt. Now, usually when I do boss fights with Traunt, I just go fadeaway, run around the back and hit him in the crit spot. You don't even need to do that. Literally go fadeaway, jump into the arena, shoot him straight in the face. Even using Holy Crit, that's not getting crit hit damage. You still destroy him in 4 or 5 shots. It's ridiculous. You don't have to reload. This thing is nasty. But yeah, in case I hadn't said it enough, essentially the Skullmasher is pretty much the best sniper rifle in the game now. I would highly recommend you guys checking it out. Again, if you need a build or if you want a save file, by the way, I have save files for all of my builds. They're in the description of each video or in the Discord if you want. Go pick this one up. It is a ton of fun to use. I would highly recommend for both bossing, mobbing. You can make a whole build around it, or at least just add it to your builds. It is so much fun to use. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have for the Skullmasher buff. It's amazing. Go check it out. It's a ton of fun. Hope you guys did find this video helpful or enjoyable. If you did, don't forget to smash subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. It is totally free, and I actually found out that 90% of people are not subscribed that watch my videos this month, so it would help me out a ton if you guys could smash that button on the way out. If you want to help me out even more, you can smash a like. Feel free to leave a comment down below which of the new buffs you guys are enjoying. There are a ton more, which I plan on covering as well on the channel very soon in different builds, etc. Like good stuff. Other than that, we have a Twitch that I stream to every night after I post my YouTube videos. We have a Discord with awesome people in, and I also have a Twitter. If you guys want to check out those, link down below as always. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. See you guys next video and I'll live stream. Till then, adios.